Look, if you're in need of some fast cash, this video is for you. I'm not going to talk to you about surveys, dropshipping, or even crypto. I'm talking about real, skill-based income that can pay you $2,000 to $10,000 this month. And no, you don't need to be an expert. All you need to know is how to package and sell value fast. So by the end of this video, you'll know the exact steps to go from 0 to 10K fast, even if you're starting broke. If it's the first time we meet, my name is Fred, and I've made thousands of dollars a day in profit with my online business selling digital products. So I do know a thing or two about making money online. Now, before we jump into the methods, I need to address something that wastes people's time. Passive income. Everyone's obsessed with this idea of making money while they sleep or while they're sipping on a mojito at the beach. And look, I get the appeal, but here's the reality. No stream of income is ever 100% passive. Let's just take real estate for example. People love to call it passive income, right? But if you look at it, it's far from passive. You've got tenants calling you, maintenance issues, property management, dealing with vacancies, handling repairs. Well, that, I don't know what you think, but that doesn't seem passive to me. Or let's take a look at the stock market. Yeah, sure. Once your money's invested, it can grow pretty passively. But you have to earn that money first. You need to research what you invest in, and you need to monitor your portfolio. Nothing's truly passive. And besides that, these passive income streams take a long time to build. Real estate requires significant capital. Building a stock portfolio that generates meaningful income takes years of contributions and compound growth. So if you need money fast, we can't exactly rely on those strategies right now. We need to focus on active income generation that you can start immediately. The fastest way to get cash in your pocket is to sell the stuff you already own that you don't need. And I'm dead serious about this. Most people don't realize this, but they have hundreds, even sometimes thousands of dollars worth of stuff sitting in their closet or gathering dust in the basement that they haven't touched in months, even in years. So go through your closet right now. How many shirts, shoes, jackets do you have that you haven't worn in 6 months? List them on platforms like Vinted that work in your area. People are buying used clothes every single day. Then there's old electronics, like that PlayStation you don't play anymore, that tablet collecting dust, maybe even old phones, cameras, headphones. You can list them on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, eBay, Vinted, wherever you can. You'd be shocked how quickly this stuff can actually sell. Sell the books you've already read but haven't touched in years. The furniture you don't use, the kitchen gadgets that are just taking up space. Literally, anything you own that you're not actively using has value to someone else. Now look, let's be honest, this isn't gonna make you rich by any means, but it can put a few hundred to a few $1,000s in your pocket within just a week or two. And that's real money you can use to invest in the methods I'm about to share. If you want to discover how I've made thousands of dollars a day online, I've made a free training that will show you everything step by step. The link will be in the description. And for a limited time, you can also apply to book a free call with me or a member of my team. On that call, we'll see what's blocking you from making more money, and we'll give you a custom step-by-step plan so you can start your business today, even with $0 in startup capital, and get your first customers as quickly as possible. The link is in the description, but be quick because we have very limited spots and they fill up fast. Next up, you can use apps to offer your services to people in your area, like TaskRabbit, if it's available where you live. People post ads of jobs they need to be done, everything from assembling furniture to moving stuff to cleaning to running errands. You sign up, you apply for tasks, you do the work, and you get paid. Handy is another app you can use for cleaning and handyman services. You can also try Instacart or DoorDash if you've got a car. You can literally start making money the same day you sign up. There's apps like Uber Eats, Deliveroo. The beautiful thing about these apps is there's no barrier to entry. Everybody can do it pretty much. You don't need special skills. You also don't need capital. You just need to be willing to do the work. And yeah, I'll be honest, it's not glamorous. You're not gonna brag to your friends about delivering groceries, but if you need money fast, this works. You can realistically make a few $100s a week doing this in your spare time. More, if you treat it like a real job and put in full days. Now again, is it gonna make you rich? No. But it solves the immediate problem of needing cash now. Now the next one is old school, but it works. Lawn mowing. If you've got access to a lawn mower, you can start making money this week. Go knock on doors in neighborhoods where people have nice houses. Offer to mow their lawn for 20, 30, 40 bucks depending on the size. Most people hate mowing their lawn. They'll happily pay someone else to do it. This business model is as old as it gets. And once you do a good job for one person, they'll recommend you to their neighbors. Before you know it, you've got 10 regular clients paying you 30 bucks a week. That's $300 a week, $1,200 a month just from mowing lawns. You can also add in other services like trimming hedges, racking leaves, and basic yard work. You can easily scale this to $2,000 or $3,000 a month if you're hustling. Again, it's not sexy, let's be honest. It's hard physical work. But if you need money fast and you're willing to actually work, this is one of the most reliable ways to make fast cash out there. Alright, look, here's where I'm gonna be blunt with you. If you're sitting around waiting for some magical business idea to fall in your lap, or worse, for $1 million to fall on your lap, you're being fucking lazy. Get a job. I don't care if it's not your dream job. I don't care if it sucks, if it's hard work. I don't care if it's boring. Because right now you need cash flow now. Work at a restaurant, a retail store, a warehouse, Uber Eats, whatever. Take your paycheck, and instead of doing like most people, blowing it on stupid stuff, save that money so you can invest in working with a coach or a mentor who's already got the results you want. It doesn't have to be me. Most people want the results, but they're not willing to invest in getting there faster. Don't spend money on going out, on new clothes, on entertainment, on the latest iPhone. But when it comes to investing in their education or their business, suddenly they're fucking broke. That's a double standard, don't you think? You want to make more money, but you can't invest in yourself because you don't want to? If you're serious about making real money, get a job, save aggressively for a few months, and then invest that money into building a real business under someone who knows what they're doing. That is the fastest path to building a $10,000 a month business, because trying to figure out everything alone will cost you a lot more money and time. And you can't get back the time you lose. One of the best decisions I ever made was to literally work with somebody who knew more than I did. I was literally making the same stupid mistake, making only $1,000 a year, hitting my head against the wall. And just because I spoke with that person, that mentor, I unlocked a whole new level of growth and freedom. I literally increased my income by over 25,000%. Like, do you realize how insane this is? All it took was one call with the right person. If you want to discover how I've made thousands of dollars a day online, I've made a free training that will show you everything step by step. The link will be in the description. And for a limited time, you can also apply to book a free call with me or a member of my team. On that call, we'll see what's blocking you from making more money, and we'll give you a custom step-by-step plan so you can start your business today, even with $0 in startup capital, and get your first customers as quickly as possible. The link is in the description, but be quick because we have very limited spots and they fill up fast. Speaking of online businesses, let's talk about how to actually do this without wasting time and money. I'll be honest with you, most people approach this completely wrong. They think they're gonna dropship some AliExpress products, spend $200 on Facebook ads, and suddenly they're rich. Well, that's just being stupid, sorry. You're competing with thousands of other people selling the exact same products. Your margins are fucking shit, 5 to 20% if you're lucky. Your ads are fighting against huge brands with way bigger budgets like Adidas or Ralph Lauren. You're gonna burn through your money and have nothing to show for it at the end. Is that what you want? Here's what actually works: selling high-ticket info products. This can be online courses, coaching, consulting, or even services that solve real problems for people. Price them between $1,000 to $10,000 depending on the value of your offer. Let me give you examples. You could put together a program for $1,000 that shows people how to lose weight and keep it off. Or it could be a program for $2,000 that teaches people how to actually become productive instead of just always procrastinating. You could sell a program for $5,000 that helps people transition into a high-income sales career. These are real problems that people will pay to solve. And when you're selling high ticket, you don't need that many clients to make serious money. 10 clients at $2,000 each is $20,000. That's more than most people make in 6 months at their job. The beautiful thing about this model is you can start with no money. You don't need inventory. You don't need ads if you're willing to do outreach or post content. You don't need a fancy website. You just need to know how to solve a specific problem, package that knowledge into an offer, and find people who've got that problem. For this to work, you'll need to learn how to market yourself. You'll need to learn how to sell and how to actually deliver results for your clients. But it's the fastest way to build a scalable, high-income business. We're talking multiple 6 to multiple 7 figures a year. And here's the final piece that ties everything together. The fastest way to grow any business is to be humble enough to recognize you don't know everything and go learn from people who know more and make way more than you. People who are way richer than you. People who've already built what you're trying to build. Most people get this backwards. They see someone who's more successful and they get jealous or defensive, or they try to tear them down. That's a broke person's mindset. If you do that, you will never be fucking rich until you change your fucking mindset. When I see someone making more money than me, I get inspired because it means it's possible. And more importantly, it means I can pay them for them to teach me. They've figured out something I haven't yet. They've developed skills I need to develop. So instead of being insecure about it, I reach out to them. I ask them questions. I offer to pay them for their time and knowledge because that's how you level up faster than anyone else. You don't have to reinvent the wheel unless you're trying to make $1 billion. All you need to do is to copy successful people, learn from people who've already done it. This applies whether you're starting a business or trying to advance in your career. Find people who are where you want to be, study what they did, speak with them, work with them, be coached by them, model their strategies, learn from their mistakes so you don't have to make them yourself. This will save you years and tens of thousands of dollars. Pride and ego keep broke people broke. Humility and willingness to learn make people rich. It's that simple. Look, if you need to make money fast, you've got a few options. Sell your stuff for immediate cash. Use service apps to start earning today. More loans if you're willing to do physical work. Get a job and save money to invest in your education in starting an actual online business. Sell high-ticket offers, anything priced between $1,000 to $10,000. And most importantly, stay humble and learn from people who are ahead of you, people who make way more than you. That's not a theory. That's a method that works. The real question is whether you're willing to actually follow it. Because most people would rather complain all day long about being broke than actually put in the work to change their situation. Because it's hard sometimes. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna take action, like I shared? Or are you just gonna keep scrolling through videos on how to make money online, hoping you'll find some easier, magical way to make money? Because you won't. If you want me to help you personally, check out the link in the description below. And with that said, I'll see you on the other side.